Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Daisy. For today's video, I am going to be telling you guys some spooky Mexican legends. So if you're interested, grab your snacks, grab your cobija, and let's get straight into it. So for the first legend that we are going to be talking about today is La Carreta de la Muerte. For my non-Spanish speakers, the death wagon. Legend goes that if you hear horses galloping late at night, accompanied by the sound of a wagon in your streets, then that means that La Muerte, or aka the Grim Reaper, was going to take someone's soul. Meaning that someone around the neighborhood would be found dead the next day. And it is said if you're outside or if you're looking out the window while it's passing by, La Muerte, or the Grim Reaper, would take your soul by mistake. So now I'm going to explain my family's encounters with La Carreta de la Muerte. So when my mom was little, she used to live in Guadalajara with her grandmother. My mom had overheard her grandmother tell someone that she had heard horses galloping late at night. My mom heard her grandmother tell that person, "Alguien se va a morir. Anoche se oyó la carreta." Meaning that someone's going to die. Last night I heard the wagon of the death, or the death wagon. And sure enough, that very day my grandma said that, well, my great grandma said that someone was found dead. And I do want to point out that my mom lived in the city, so it wasn't common to see horses just galloping in the streets. She said that the only thing that she would see is a burro, and that was because a man would sell some things and he would pass by the house, and that was pretty much it, and that was in the daytime. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there for you guys. Now for the second encounter, this happened to my cousin's friend that also lived in Guadalajara, in the city. So my understanding is that this friend has trouble sleeping, so what she does is looks outside the window just to see what's going on and just to see what's the tea. Well, this night, it was late at night, she notices that there was these horses galloping, turning into her street, and there was this wagon and there was someone driving that wagon, and that man had no head. She said when she saw that, she booked it inside. So now that I know that one person has heard it and one person actually saw La Carreta de la Muerte, I just believe it to be true. For the next legend, La Tumba de Nachito. I've actually already talked about this legend in one of my previous videos. I'll leave that video up above just in case you missed it. So in the late 1800s, there was a little boy named Ignacio, nicknamed Nachito, who was terrified of the dark. So when it would start to get dark outside, his parents would make sure to light up all the torches from the house and his room just to make sure he was fine. Well, one day his parents went out to an event and left the nanny in charge to take care of Nachito. It is said that either the nanny forgot to turn on the torches for Nachito's room, or that the wind blew out the candles. But regardless, it resulted in Nachito to have a heart attack because he was terrified of the dark. So after Nachito was laid to rest in Panteón de Belén, a cemetery in Guadalajara, in the morning, the groundskeeper noticed his casket on the ground, as if someone dug it out. The groundskeeper found it a bit strange, but he just buried it back, and the very next day it happened again. So he did it again. The next morning it was found on top of his tomb again. So he was just like, okay, this is weird. This happened 10 consecutive days. Once the parents found out what was going on, they informed the groundskeeper that their son Nachito was afraid of the dark. So the parents believed that their son wasn't resting in peace because he was scared. So the parents left his casket on top of his tomb and modified it so sunshine can shine through his casket. And if you go to Panteón de Belén to visit Nachito, you will see his casket the way his parents modified it on top of his tomb. And you will also see that many people give him candies, toys, and they leave it on his tomb. And it's honestly really cute. I've been when I was 8 years old, and I remember it having so many toys that people would give him, and it's really bittersweet. It's a bittersweet experience, and that was such a surreal experience for me because I think that was like my first time comprehending death.
Como pueden observar, este lugar o esta tumba está llena o abarrotada de juguetes, porque muchos niños lo dejan en sinónimo de amistad, ya que este niño murió a la edad de 1 año a año y medio. Otras personas lo dejan porque la leyenda dice o hace mención que las personas que vengan a visitar a este niño no le dejen un dulce, un juguete o algún regalo, se puede ir con ustedes hasta su casa, les puede hacer una broma, una travesura o simplemente les puede dejar los cabellos.
Extra Normal, a popular paranormal show in Mexico, went to do an investigation in Panteón de Belén, and they went to visit Nachito's tomb, and they picked up some audio that they believe is Nachito. Take a look.
Escuche la voz de un niño que aparentemente está jugando.
Bueno, nos está acompañando mi hermana porque siempre vengo acompañada.
The workers at Panteón de Belén say that in the morning, before they open the cemetery up to the public, they see Nachito's toys in other children's tombs as if they were playing with each other in the night. So that is so adorable but so sad at the same time.
Hemos encontrado los juguetes dispersos. Es donde esa parte de la historia yo la concibo y la acepto porque no hay quien se meta a mover esos juguetes o a tirarlos del lugar donde está. Vale la pena mencionar que alrededor de la tumba de este pequeño hay más pequeños sepultados, hay más niños.
So now for the legend, La Leyenda, La Pascualita. Now this legend is a very famous legend in Chihuahua, Mexico, because that is where it's originated from. There is a bridal store in Chihuahua named La Popular, and it is believed that this bridal store has a lady embalmed as a mannequin. And the reason why people believe that is because this mannequin has these human-like features like no other mannequin would have, especially a mannequin from just a bridal store or any store for that matter. Why would they have like invested in a mannequin that looks really real? And not only that, people claim to have seen her in the night move and also open and close her eyes. There's actually footage of that, so take a look. So the story goes that this lady was getting ready on her wedding day, so she was already dressed in her bridal gown, but when she was going to put on her crown, she got stung by a lethal scorpion, resulting in killing her before her wedding. Another popular version of this legend is that the groom stood her up, resulting in her taking her own life. And it is said that her mother just couldn't bear losing her daughter, so she embalmed her, trying to preserve her. So now that's the legend of Pascualita. But in 2017, something really weird happened to Pascualita. So in 2017, they had taken Pascualita to La Ciudad de Mexico, the city of Mexico, to showcase her in some kind of event. But when they returned Pascualita back, many people knew that wasn't the Pascualita that they had before. They were like, no, who is this mannequin here? This is not Pascualita. People say that that mannequin is completely different. There's pictures that it's completely different. There's no denying it. And people want her back. People were upset. They were like, what did you guys do to our Pascualita? And honestly, what did happen to Pascualita? So people speculate that Pascualita was sold for a large quantity of money, leaving the store to buy just a regular mannequin. So we might never know what happened to Pascualita, and we might never get to see her again in that store. So now for the last legend, La Mujer Fantasma de Lázaro Cárdenas. So in Guadalajara, there's this avenue called Lázaro Cárdenas. Late at night, near the exit to go to Chapala, there is a woman that appears near that exit. It is said that a woman unexpectedly appears, crossing in front of these cars, leading the drivers to swerve and lose control, killing them or having really bad injuries. Some people that have encountered the lady even say that they run her over, feeling the impact and everything under the car. And when they go outside to look, no one is out there. And when the officials come, they don't find no one.
Exactamente, nos indican ya que, o sea, pues ellos sienten como que la atropellan, que la destrozan. Y al ver, o sea, nosotros buscamos ahí entre los árboles naturales y no encontramos absolutamente nada.
So rumor has it that many years ago that this place used to be a truck stop and sex workers were commonly found in the area. People believe that was the case for this woman and that she was killed by strangulation. And while out of revenge, she crosses the avenue, causing fatal accidents.
Por venganza, o sea, cruza ahí en esa zona y es lo que, o sea, provoca, pues, o sea, bastantes con muertes, ¿verdad? Porque hay muchísimas cruces ahí.
So now I'm going to show you guys a video that has nothing to do with the legend, but while I was researching the legend, I came across this video and I want to know your guys' opinion, so check it out. Let me know what you guys think down below. Those types of videos creep me out the most, just because it can happen to anyone. You can be just driving down one dark road and that happened to you. I don't know. And especially when you're doing a turn in a windy road, no thank you. But yeah, let me know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's real or do you not? Let me know. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to hear more legends, let me know down below and let me know from where. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.